And after a very long time, another League video. I actually stopped playing the game for like about 9 months because of certain reports about how the company behaved behind its office doors. I didn't want to play or support the company ever again until they fixed those issues, and they've actually seemed to start bothering now, so I'll start playing again. I've been doing a lot of ARAM just getting back into the habit of playing the game. I pulled Quinn this game with her Valentine skin. I actually like this skin a lot, it's nice and pretty. On our team, we're very late game. We have a Veigar and a Nivea. Their team has a lot of hard engage with Hecarim and Quinn. We start off here with just a standard little skirmish. I could have gone for him, but I didn't think it would really matter all that much. He could probably just flash away, and like I'd be bouncing him out of a Nivea's wall, and it wouldn't really, help much with sustained damage. So my plan for this is to let Hecarim engage, try to get behind him, and cut off the rest of the team. Because a lot of people won't actually try to challenge you, especially if they think it'll just trade. They don't want to die. They want to preserve their KDA in most cases. So, again, standard skirmish. Pin Hecarim against the wall, hit him a bit. We don't really have a lot of damage initially to kill him. We mostly burst. And Nivea almost goes down and pops her egg, but still it stays up for a while. Nivea and Veigar, despite being fairly late game and Veigar being Veigar, they actually do the least amount of damage on the team. Nivea bottom and Veigar right below that. I actually did the most, just barely beating out Zoe. Zoe goes down for first blood, Hecarim goes down, and I just start shooting. Katarina just tries to get away. 2 for 1. I don't think Katarina was very good. It's like certain times during the late game, she ends up canceling her ult purely by accident. I don't think she knew how to play her terribly well. She wasn't using the daggers very efficiently. Veigar, I think, was not playing fully conscious. I saw Hecarim going in through the bird behind him to stop any kind of follow-up engage with Fiora, and she just backs out. Hecarim wisely decides he doesn't want to go in alone against 4 people and also leaves. Hecarim gets a little bit too close and I do a bunch of damage to him. Don't manage to do much more than, a little poke. Ziggs goes down to Katarina. Ziggs tries. And bring up item purchases. I didn't start off with a heavy buy. I started going for static shiv, so I didn't have a lot of damage initially. I was going for the standard ADC build, going relatively slow in terms of build speed. It pays off because the game goes fairly long, and as you can see, it's kind of a slaughter. We do have good wave clear with Ziggs and Nivea. Ziggs almost getting himself killed there. Wouldn't quite be a Ziggs if he didn't do all kinds of crazy things. We did a decent wall there, but we don't really do much. I tried to go for the kill on Quinn, didn't have enough damage, and they'll follow up and then just get killed by Hecarim. Hecarim goes in, gets 2 more people. And Veigar does not even really get the last hit on him. It's kind of sad. I run back in. Veigar gets the kill. Quinn basically gets out. I actually thought I got my ignite off here, so that's why I walked off. Like, oh, she's dead. Oh no, my ignite's it's still there. Fortunately, she just stands around the minions long enough to kill her, so I don't have to worry about it. I get a kill on it. Push the wave out. Try to get as much money as I can because I'm going to need some expensive things. Bounce the Hecarim. Don't manage to get the kill, but do a lot of damage. Pushing back, pushing in. A lot of wave clearing early on. The nice thing about Quinn is you can actually, uncover the bushes without actually being in them. I get killed because I get jumped by 2 people, and we don't have a lot of follow-up damage yet. Hecarim gets himself killed by flashing in, but a lot of the times late game we have problems like somebody gets hit with a snowball by Quinn and he gets a free engage and gets 3 of us stunned. And then the rest of us kind of crumble and die. Katarina, again, not very good. I don't know why she did that, but Caitlyn goes down. Anivia could have placed some of the walls a little bit better. I don't think she was familiar with the champion. And Fiora just gets Zoe'd. No one likes Zoe. No one. I get the shutdown on Kennen. Me. I occasionally try to, like, when I do the bird form, walk up to them and auto them to get the Harrier proc off on them, rather than just use an ability. That way I can maximize damage. Sometimes I don't do it because I'm in a hurry or don't want them to escape. I am 3-2, so hey. Quinn takes a lot of the bush plays that the enemy team can do away. Ashe is very similar. Caitlyn can kind of sort of do it with her traps. They have a bit closer to like a real team composition, not quite, but the ours is 4 AP, so Hecarim just goes to 3 MR items initially. There's me doing damage to him. I got pressed the attack. Unfortunately, I just go down again to Katarina. We don't have a lot of answer to Hecarim yet. I'm not strong enough to like combo him really quickly. Girl goes in, starts killing everyone. Fortunately, Veigar gets a decent cage and just kills both of them. And Anivia gets both those kills because Veigar didn't hit either of them except with his cage. Bunch of damage, and I come in with the bird. I probably could have killed her, maybe, but I knew other people were coming back alive. Like, it would just be a trade, and it wouldn't be worth it for me. So I sit in the bush and just try to do a flank play. If, like, Kennen goes in, I can possibly pop him or pop Hecarim when he's trying. Yeah, here's where the snowball gets hit. And because it happens really quickly, to back it up just a moment. Zoe, I think, is the one that gets hit with a snowball. So snowball. Slow it down. Bounce him. Auto Q. Auto. I get stunned briefly. Ignite goes out. And double kill for me. Later on in the game, I'm a lot more respectful of the damage Kennen can do, and I probably shouldn't have been on a couple of occasions. I should have just turned and killed him, and instead of just letting him get a free damage out. Katarina was not very smart there. We ended up trading, but she just went into her death. There was no point of her going in. She should have just kept going, and since she bounces back in, it's like, well, now you're going to die. Zoe, everyone. Miss all her skill shots, she will still kill you with one. Q. No one likes Zoe. No one. And I completely foul his engage. There's a couple of times when he's charging, not his ult. I try to bounce off of him and it doesn't work. I think they made it unstoppable semi-recently. But it is really nice to do on people because they suddenly get, you know, hit and they're slowed and can't do anything. That's again another problem with Katarina. She just dives straight in. She should just run away, flash, try to eat over the wall. Going in doesn't help her at all. She just dives into 4 of us and dies. Veigar bragging about his 93 ability power at, 10 minutes, which is terrible. Again, engage on us. Run away from the cannon. We don't manage to get much done, but I get my press the attack off on Hecarim. He was very low. Here I bounced off of him, but it didn't work. I ended up killing him, though. He doesn't do all that much. Kennen almost goes down with Vhagar's ult, but not quite. I walked into that purely by accident. I didn't think it was coming up. There it is. Katarina goes straight in, and dead. I don't think she was deliberately trying to get herself killed, but I don't think she knew what she was doing. We get Kennen there, like, I don't know why my auto didn't actually land on him, and that's not a crit or something. But him going in on me isn't usually all that good because I can just bounce off of him and get away. And that's kind of his engage. If I had more health, I would have survived. Yeah, that's our problem. We get hit with a snowball. It's like, well, we're all dead now. Zoe, I'm pretty sure, goes down here, yeah. And then Vhagar follows up. I should not have tried to defend this. I should have just left it, grabbed that, and gone, because I couldn't really do anything against all 5 of them. I don't know who that was targeting. I think it was Hecarim, but like, I still do like most of his health really quickly. I'm going for a Death Dance in my build purely for like, you know, surviving in combat. It's like, Bloodthirster is really not going to work. I don't think GA is even on this map. Hecarim goes in and dies. That's where Katarina cancels her ult. She gets her Gunblade off on Ziggs and kills him, but she could have done some more damage rather than just not. Ziggs loses most of his health. And I'm come flying in. I just decided just not to bother because like there's 3 of them there. Fiora's full health. I would have no backup if I went in. No point. Get some work on this tower. I, at this point in time, have 163 AD. I walk away from the rest of the team after getting hit with a snowball. Simply to, like, screw up his engage. Bounce off Fiora. Get out of vision. I get 2 gun. Fiora, I think, was a little bit too cautious with her W on that point. And here's Zoe. No one likes Zoe. No one. There's like a later point in the game where Caitlyn walks up, Zoe promptly Zoe's all over her, and she goes from 100 health to 0 in 1 Q. So, you know, that's fair. This tower's gone. Ziggs rips towers down like nothing else. So we have really good wave clear with Anivia. Towers go down with Ziggs. I can do a lot of damage to them as well. I don't know why Anivia didn't go for like a Rod of Ages, since the, you know, Luden's not as, the extra health would be very useful for her because she ends up dying a few times. Sit here waiting. Damage going out. Don't think it's really going to matter all that much. It does let them know I'm kind of here, but bounce on him. A lot of damage went out. I should have just tried to pop Kennen because he almost goes down anyway instead of running into the enemy team trying to avoid him. And we just get run over. Two of them are fairly low. Vhagar, I don't think is going to do much to him. Walks in and just gets forced off the tower. Pop the Katarina. Kill the Caitlyn. I'm a little bit better at burst, but she's better. Caitlyn's better at sustained damage because she has much more range. Both of them run straight into the cage and then die for it. I was actually quite happy with the exchange with me and Caitlyn, because like from that I can tell like, okay, I can burst her pretty well. She can kill me even I didn't have a lot of health. In like a stand-up fight, I could have killed her without much effort. I just didn't have enough that I wanted up and not a lot of health. Wave clear. Wave is gone. Fiora goes down. She got Zoe'd. Our poor Anivia tried. And here Caitlyn gets Zoe'd. 7/8 of your health gone in a split second. Wait on the sides for a flank. Hecarim knows he's spotted and kind of backs off till the vision thing goes away. We reset, kind of wait for things to go on. I probably should have gone on the cannon just to do damage to him really quickly, see if I can pop his hourglass, because they didn't really have anyone else around. This game goes on for like quite some time, as you can tell. Everything gets blown up. I just sit there and auto him. I didn't see the cannon until it was too late. Like, I got a flash now. I'm pretty sure I die for it, but Fiora not having a great game there. I think Quinn gets me in that mess somewhere. Like, Fiora gets hit with a bird, promptly flashes into the Vhagar cage, can't see anything out of it. Like, yeah, that's going to suck. You have no idea where anything is coming at, and you have to waste abilities hoping to survive, until the blind goes away. Vhagar does not have the best use of his archangels, and just dies. It looks over, but as you can tell, it goes on for a fair bit of time. We actually win. I'm trying to get around here to get onto Caitlyn. I should have just immediately gone onto the Hecarim, because like as is, I just trade 1 for 1. Hecarim goes down. Caitlyn has basically no health. If I'd killed the Hecarim first, I could have gone to bird form and then just run the both of them down. She has her 2 items, I have 3. I don't think she's bought in a while though. So I've got my Death Dance, my Infinity Edge, and my Static Shiv, and I'm going for a Phantom Dancer after this for more crit. So I got 2 big AD items. Now I just need to crit more consistently. Crush the wave. Here I come on the pretty bird. I have 251 AD, as you can see through the meaningless text. Katarina gets spotted and wisely backs out. Hecarim here is going for 3 MR items. This is not going to help him in the long term, because like if I get onto him, he's just going to die. He has no armor to defend against me, and press the attack, which is really going to shred him. Katarina tried. And here I just sit there and auto attack him a lot. Kill Fiora. The wall here was not helpful to me at all. I had to run around it. I have my bird form. Poor Caitlyn. Quinn and Caitlyn are similar in ways they can both clean up after fights real well in different ways. Quinn can run you down, Caitlyn can ult you from far away. This is where like the strength of our composition is coming in. Like we're finally getting damage out with Anivia and Vhagar, and I'm coming online. Caitlyn's emphasizing her strength of range, I'm emphasizing my strength of burst. We're slowly answering towers. Like, them having supers isn't that big a deal with Anivia on our side, because she can clear them really quickly. And most of the Hecarim's health in a single rotation. And Zoe's Hekrams again. 7/8 health gone in 1 Q. That's fair. Over here, I was actually trying to attack the Fiora. Back that up really quickly. Because I'm actually really annoyed at that. No health here. I'm going in to kill the both of them. I clicked on Fiora and it's for some reason locked onto the inhibitor. I don't know why it did that. I'm blaming the client because it's doing all kinds of weird and bizarre things. This wasn't my mouse. I distinctly remember holding it over Fiora and right-clicking, going, no, it's not actually attacking her. Why isn't she dying? Like, I'm not stunned. Like, then I watched the replay. Why am I attacking the inhibitor? I didn't push that. Katarina goes in and dies. Better off backing off, but Hekram was their best player because doing just hard engages like that was what they needed. Like, he kind of had the right idea with going like a lot of MR so you could sort of survive this. As you can tell, he can just dive into 4 of them, they just can't do anything. He has no physical defenses whatsoever, but he doesn't really need them. Very lucky stun on the both of them, because otherwise Zoe was going to die. And I come up. And I pop him. Chasing after the cannon, not really going to do all that much. He almost kills Zoe. Almost, but not quite. This is one of those Katarina things, like, I don't think she understood that she doesn't do that much damage. You're not that scary. Flash over wall to get at her. Poor Caitlyn went pop. This is where I kind of pointlessly like stand there and auto attack a lot when I should have just kind of run away. It's working now, as you can see I just sit there and auto away at him and kill him. But in a moment I kind of bounce awkwardly and further into the enemy team and I shouldn't have done that. Here, I should have gone for the cannon or gone for the tower. I just kind of split my focus, and that was really kind of dumb of me. I probably should have just gone after the cannon because I almost kill him in like 2 autos as is. But anyway, I go back. I'm 20 and 13. Yeah, the 13 deaths are not helpful, but I'm kind of short-ranged. But I feel better looking at Katarina. 17 deaths, 16 on Hekram. I have my PD, my Death Stance, Infinity Edge, and Static Shiv. I have some survivability in the middle of a fight, about 75% crit chance, and hitting really hard. And now I'm getting a Last Whisper, just in case anyone thinks cute about armor. Zoe again. Doesn't everyone just love Zoe? No one does. No one. We're slowly getting back into the game simply because we have a lot of late game champions where they don't. Katarina isn't rolling, she's having issues. Insta-pop the Katarina. I guess jumped on by Fiora and cannon at the same time. It was just bad positioning on my part. I should have gone for the Katarina earlier. This again looks really bad. We've got a fortunate cage from Veigar. This is about his only use in the game, was getting cages down. I think around this point in time I tell them everyone to start getting voice tasks because Hekram is just going full MR and it's like most of our team just isn't doing anything to him anymore. Fiora gets deleted. Poor cannon. Too late. I just walk up right by her to get the Harrier proc out on her. With my Death Stance, I can heal up to full really quickly. Katarina goes in, she does get a double kill, so that's one of the few times it's actually worthwhile for her to do. 2 for 1 for her actually isn't bad considering, like, you know, She doesn't have a lot of kills. I don't know why she's getting Lich Bane. Katarina doesn't auto-attack. She has Spellbinder, which I think is okay, but one of those like Marilla-Namacon or like, you know, any kind of penetration item would be better. Nice big wave building up here. 4 supers can be difficult for me to deal with. This I should have like positioned myself better, as is I just kind of get killed. I do like a lot of damage to both of them really quickly. It's just not enough. Ekram gets Zoe'd. That's kind of most of their engage. Kennen needs to hit a snowball in order to go in. And Anivia's about to go down. We're finally getting Void Staffs on our team as well. So the next time Hecarim goes in, he's going to have a big surprise. Half of Caitlyn's health. 1 Q. It isn't that fun. Flash out to get my cooldowns, come back in. And double kill. I'm starting to hurt really badly, and I heal up like almost instantly on this wave. Full builds, Lord Dominic's Regard. Hecarim's armor items are coming in just way too late to matter. He's got about 200 or so. But like, the Lord Dominic's is just going to cut into it too badly for him to really matter. I've got my elixir up, so I'm healing, getting extra AD. 335, critting most of the time for about 700. Yeah, he doesn't want to get hit with me anymore. He's effectively just a squishy with extra health. Now I can CS, not that it means much. 1000 crit. Only minion, okay. Wave clearing, wave clearing. Hecarim's looking for an engage, which is the best he can do, but he just kind of gets chipped. Not much case. When Ziggs threw that ult, I thought it was over because we might need it for later instead of just clearing the wave. Katarina takes most of her health and damage. This I kite a bit better and just kind of trying to get away. Get the last auto off on Hecarim. Fiora ult on me, but it just goes away. Kennen decides not to engage for some reason. I'm going bird form. Kennen goes back in to try and get some kills. He's too slow to matter. And I just auto Caitlyn to death. I believe he got clipped by the giant frozen zone from Anivia, and that's what slowed his speed going in, and then he just dies. Ziggs takes out the last tower, and that's the inhibitor. That's the game. I did actually quite well. I'm pleased with my performance. Didn't get an S rank, but I'll take the A+. If I played a little bit better in certain circumstances, I'd probably gotten an S, but still, I'm happy with the way I did, and hopefully you enjoyed this video, found it entertaining or funny, so until next time, bye.